Well, we didn't cook our eggs. We couldn't start the fire hot enough.
That
so
was
they're
a desperate attempt too, and it didn't work.
So they're down there overflowing now with water, and the bears might come and find it, but good for them if they want it. The dogs didn't get to eat their eggs.
Oh, we had really nummy delicious grilled cheese sandwiches.
They weren't really
They hit the
grilled,
spot.
but they were more like make-believe grilled.
Yeah.
So now we've come in out of the rain.
And our little van is a disaster. We don't care.
Yeah,
It's
we're
cold, it's raining outside, and we're tired. It's been a long day.
we're safe and warm, and that's what matters.
It's way more when we get under the covers.
Yeah. Right, that's why I keep you in the woods, so you can't run away. You're so wet, honey. You should have put your hood on.
I think I did. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Oh, well, maybe I didn't.
Let's see.
I used my fuzzy already.
Use this robe, honey, because I don't want you to catch a cold. You're comfortable enough?
Yeah.
Do you need to scoot this way? Baby.
It feels warm under here.
Crazy. Don't tell Liam we're not writing his papers.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. We have one clip where we're doing our homework. And we do that for like 30 minutes.
Come on, baby, snuggle up to me. It is nice.
Sorry, Angel. Maybe I need to contact my therapist. Get some help.
Hello, Dobby.
Come on up, honey. Come on. Yeah, there's more blanket if you need.
No, this will be fine. I just want to get on bed.
Honey, you're so beautiful. Every time I look at you, you're more beautiful and less tiny. Started out being perfect.
What am I hearing?
Luna eating.
I never want to be mean to you, baby.
I never want to be mean, and I do. I am. To forgive me again.
You are already forgiven. You're forgiven.
It's awfully compassionate, babe. The great love of my life. Do you know if I lost you, I would be another abject failure. I would. My life would be a failure. It's not just that I can't leave you. I don't want to. I'm helpless. I may be helplessly stupid, but I'm also helpless to leave you, okay? Okay. You and I are the only two people I know who work so hard at and accomplish nothing. Maybe there are people who accomplish nothing, but they don't work as hard as we do at it.
That's true. You say you wish your kids would spend so much time watching TV. Maybe they haven't figured out.
Yeah. They go over to the microwave and cook a frozen burrito.
said they had some water down there, right?
Yeah.
It was rattling. Luna wants it here.
Come up here, Luna. Come on.
Of course she does.
You went up with Mama? Come on. Jump. Come on. That wasn't a very big jump on your part. I'm tired, Grandma.
Oof, you're cold, baby.
Am I?
Oh my, yes you are. Right there, you're like an ice cube, honey.
Huh.
We have to keep each other warm.
Baby's hair is so wet.
It's so cold that it doesn't dry.
Nothing dries up here.
Oh, my baby's a popsicle.
You're nice and toasty, though.
I think we're both a little screwy in the head, honey.
You always figure out your part way after it's over, but that's okay. I wish you'd figure it out sooner, but you figured out to have compassion on me, sweet baby. That's all I needed.
Thanks for being here with me.
Got some really beautiful clips so far.
It's gonna be fun to watch them. We'll get to that eventually.
Or not like any of those movies. Or better. Or better movie. Oh my
Way more entertaining. That's for sure.
God. I would find us totally mesmerizing. I couldn't take my eyes off of it. When I watch those clips, I can't watch enough of them. Are you like that? So then it must be that for other people after they get it figured out. That's why I want to get some people to watch it. So my Lotus Sutra I was going to read to you if you wanted to hear it. You don't have to. I was just going to read to you about Bodhisattva never disparaging because I'm like, one of the things that used to happen in Buddhist meetings is people would say, I'm being Bodhisattva disparaging. And then they'd say, I mean Bodhisattva never disparaging. It was a Freudian slip we always had. But I really am being Bodhisattva disparaging. God. I'm glad you can love such a Bodhisattva. The ultimate failure of a Bodhisattva.
No.
I mean, Bodhisattva throws food at people.
That would be Indian name. Tasses throws food at people.
Drinks water, then throws food at people.
It's nice in here with it raining out there. box that we live in.
It's been through a lot already. Damn, it's awesome. These other people are like here on their little week vacation and they're having fun. We're going, what the fuck? When are we ever going to be able to cook? When are we going to get to electricity? Is it ever going to stop raining? Are people going to keep harassing us endlessly?
Meanwhile, they're over there with their state-of-the-art luxury tent. They probably got their portable generator in there.
They're yurt.
They're listening to Mozart. Reading like the New Yorker
on their little
on.
On their little Kindles.
No, they have to read the real New Yorkers because I guess you don't need internet for a Kindle. Huh.
Well, they probably have internet.
Yeah, somehow. Yeah.
They have their own little cell tower. Microwave. Oh, I think we're the lucky ones, babe. I know.
We're like that woman's family compared to Woody Allen's Italian family. We're a Jewish family.
Yeah.
We're the Jewish family.
I loved that. That was funny. And hers wasn't Italian. They were Wisconsin or whatever. It was just a different race all of its own. I was trying to think of what we were like, but I forgot. I keep thinking on my story that you haven't read yet. Well, you read the first cowboy story, Jesus Sleeping.
Where do you have the story?
On my computer. All I have to do is charge it and then you read it. When you're supposed to be writing 3 papers or 4. You can just sit down and type them up in one sitting, and then I can proofread them and for you, and it'll be.
I'm glad you reminded me. No, it's not 2 stories; it's 3. So.
Plus your.
Get out of here.
Plus you have actually 2 extra credits to do, maybe. Yeah, really.
Well.
Sure. It should count that we have all these clips of Liam.
That's true. That's what we need is some good blackmail stuff.
Well, we do with that first one. It's awesome.
He's a character, that's for sure.
We love him, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah.
He must love us.
He does. I still think we're his favorites, to tell you the truth.
We better be fun. We work hard to even get to his classes.
You must think we're just absolutely insane. Well, wait a minute, we are. They don't know the half of it. That's the funny part. You must wonder what the fuck goes on when they leave here, you know?
You were making coffee in the little hallway. Bo, he's like, I'm like, do you want any chips? No. Do you want any salsa? No, it's okay. You want any sandwich? No, it's okay. You want anything to drink? No, it's okay.
He's interesting.
Yes, it's cool. I don't know what that kid's thinking at the time. Well, because he's too smart, you can't anticipate what he's thinking.
I loved it when they put him on the spot and he came with a damn good
Totally
answer.
fucking cool.
That was cool.
Oh, baby, you know we're happy. Just don't ever let me think we're not happy. Yes, I'll go crazy and throw food. And worse. And that'll be the nice thing I do.
Are you? Is this thing smaller than I thought?
No. I was just trying to keep myself covered up.
Are you covered?
Yeah.
Okay. You won't say anything like that again.
Why am I so dumb that you say I'm not happy and I go crazy? God. Jeez. I should just laugh and say, oh, you think I'm not happy?
That's what we both should do more of, you know. Instead of, I want to be like they said in that book. Things bug you, you just smile and be happy.
Which book? The one I read to you?
Yeah.
I want to be like in that book too. Like this book. You actually have been, honey.
That rainstorm was actually a good thing for us.
Yeah.
So,
Drove us inside and made us quit working. Because we would still be out there trying to start that fire. I know we would. And the eggs would still be as runny and watery as ever. Well, they're probably runnier and waterier now.
Waterier. That's an interesting word.
Now it's just totally dead still. No rain.
It's kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
You'll come back next time we go to start a fire.
It always surprises me when you say you love me. I love you.
Did you ever see Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
Parts of it, but I really want to watch all of it.
Okay.
Because it's silly, right?
Yeah, it's pretty damn silly.
I love silly.
It's fun.
Is that what we're doing?
Well, their slogan is be excellent to each other.
Oh,
And they're
that's
like
true.
surfer guitar players.
That's cool.
It's a good slogan.
Excellent slogan. Reminds me of Craig and Robbie.
Yeah,
Actually.
right.
We're gonna miss their party.
Yeah.
We gotta I don't know, 8 deals, clips from their last party. I think we should start putting clips that include other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. I guess as long as it was ready to be on film, it wouldn't mind being posted, probably, right? Unless they do
That's
that
my
time.
bet.
It's not maybe warming up. Jeez.
God, I can't stop picking at myself. Jeez.
Gotta take a nap before I read those papers.
You taking naps?
What about you?
I'm happy.
It's not even so much that I'm tired, it's just I
Need
need
to
some
sleep.
interval of something between today and doing that. It's like,
Yeah. So do I, like a few culpas.
feels good. It's gotta be one of my favorite things. Hmm. Better.
Honey, you know you're my twin. I say that shit like, I mean it. I don't mean it when I say those mean things. It just means I'm hurting, babe. It just means I'm suffering so bad I don't know what else to say. I have to say something awful. I have to have compassion on mean people. And tell me mean because they're desperately hurting. Stove.
Mm.
We could cook, we could keep the place warm. Of course, we'd burn it down probably within like a week, but... Go check out Carrie's. You think the computer's off, the camera's off?
Yeah, turn off.
Okay, I'll read it. If it's part of it, fine. If it's not, fine. I think this one is yours, honey.
Maybe.
This is a pretty short one. You can sleep while I read it to you. The Bodhisattva, never disparaging. At that time, the Buddha said to the Bodhisattva Mahasattva, gainer of great authority, you should understand this. When monks, nuns, laymen, or laywomen uphold the Lotus Sutra, if anyone should speak ill of them, curse, or slander them, he will suffer severe recompense for his crime. As I have explained earlier, and I have also explained earlier the benefits gained by those who uphold this sutra, namely, purification of their eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind. Gainer of great authority, long ago an immeasurable, boundless, inconceivable number of Asamkhya kalpas in the past, there was a Buddha named Awesome Sound King, thus come one, worthy of offerings of right and universal knowledge, perfect clarity in conduct, well gone, understanding the world, unexcelled worthy, trainer of people, teacher of heavenly and human beings, Buddha, world-honored one. His kalpa was called exempt from decay, and his land was called great achievement. This Buddha, Awesome Sound King, during the age when he lived, preached the law for heavenly and human beings and asuras. For those who were seeking to become voice hearers, he responded by preaching the doctrine of the Four Noble Truths so that they could transcend birth, aging, sickness, and death, and essentially attain nirvana. For those seeking to become Pradayaka Buddhas, he responded by preaching the doctrine of the 12-link chain of causation. For the Bodhisattvas, as a mean to lead them to supreme perfect enlightenment, he responded by preaching the doctrine of the 6 paramitas so that they could eventually gain the Buddha wisdom. Gainer of great authority, this Buddha, Awesome Sound King, had a lifespan of kalpas equal to the sands of 400,000 million nayutas of Ganges rivers. His correct law endured in the world for as many kalpas as there are dust particles in one Jambudvipa. His counterfeit law endured in the world for as many kalpas as there are dust particles in the 4 continents. After this Buddha had finished bringing great benefit to all living beings, he passed into extinction. After his correct law and counterfeit law had come to an end, another Buddha appeared in the same land. He too was named Awesome Sound King, Thus Come One, worthy of offerings of right and universal knowledge, perfect clarity and conduct, well gone, understanding the world, unexcelled worthy, trainer of people, teacher of heavenly and human beings, Buddha, world-honored one. This process continued until 20,000 million Buddhas had appeared one after the other, all bearing the same name. After the original Awesome Sound King, Thus Come One, had passed into extinction, and after his correct law had also passed away, in the period of his counterfeit law, monks of overbearing arrogance exercised great authority and power. At this time there was a bodhisattva monk named Never Disparaging. Now, gainer of great authority, for what reason was he named Never Disparaging? This monk, whatever persons he happened to meet, whether monks, nuns, laymen, or laywomen, would bow in obeisance to all of them and speak words of praise, saying, "I have profound reverence for you. I would never dare treat you with disparagement or arrogance. Why? Because you will all practice the Bodhisattva way and will then be able to attain Buddhahood." This monk did not devote his time to reading or reciting the scriptures, but simply went about bowing to people. And if he happened to see any of the four kinds of believers far off in the distance, he would purposefully go to where they were, bow to them, and speak words of praise, saying, "I would never dare disparage you because you are all certain to attain Buddhahood." Among the four kinds of believers, there were those who gave way to anger, their minds lacking in purity, and they spoke ill of him and cursed him, saying, "This ignorant monk, where does he come from, presuming to declare that he does not disparage us and bestowing on us a prediction that we will attain Buddhahood? We have no use for such vain and irresponsible predictions." Many years passed in this way, during which this monk was constantly subjected to curses and abuse. He did not give way to anger, however, but each time spoke the same words, "You are certain to attain Buddhahood." When he spoke in this manner, some among the group would take sticks of wood or tiles and stones and beat and pelt him. But even as he ran away and took up his stance at a distance, he continued to call out in a loud voice, "I would never dare disparage you, for you are all certain to attain Buddhahood." And because he always spoke these words, the overbearingly arrogant monks, nuns, laymen, and laywomen gave him the name Never Disparaging. When this monk was on the point of death, he heard up in the sky fully 20,000, 10,000, a million verses of the Lotus Sutra that had previously been preached by the Buddha Awesome Sound King, and he was able to accept and uphold them all. Immediately he gained the kind of purity of vision and purity of the faculties of the ear, nose, tongue, body, and mind that have been described above. Having gained this purity of the six faculties, his lifespan was increased by 210,000 million nayutas of years. and he went about widely preaching the Lotus Sutra for people. At that time, when the four kinds of believers who were overbearingly arrogant, the monks, nuns, laymen, and laywomen, who had looked with contempt on this monk and given him the name never disparaging, when they saw that he had gained great transcendental powers, the power to preach pleasingly and eloquently, the power of great goodness and tranquility, and when they heard his preaching, they all took faith in him and willingly became his followers. This bodhisattva converted a multitude of 1,000, 10,000, 1,000,000, causing them to abide in the state of supreme perfect enlightenment. After his life came to an end, he was able to encounter 2,000 million Buddhas, all bearing the name Sun Moon Bright. And in the midst of their law, he preached this Lotus Sutra. Through the causes and conditions created thereby, he was also able to encounter 2,000 million Buddhas, all with the identical name Cloud Freedom Lamp King. In the midst of the law of these Buddhas, he accepted, upheld, read, recited, and preached this sutra for the four kinds of believers. For that reason he was able to gain purification of his ordinary eyes, and the faculties of his ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind were likewise purified. Among the four kinds of believers he preached the law with no fear in his mind. Gainer of great authority, this Bodhisattva Mahasattva, never disparaging, in this manner offered alms to a vast number of Buddhas, treating them with reverence and honor and praising them. Having planted these good roots, he was later able to encounter 1,000, 10,000,000, 1,000,000 Buddhas, and in the midst of the law of these Buddhas, he preached the sutra, gaining benefits that allowed him to attain Buddhahood. Gainer of great authority, what do you think? The Bodhisattva, never disparaging, who lived at that time, could he be unknown to you? In fact, he was none other than I myself. If in my previous existences I had not accepted, upheld, read, and recited this sutra and preached it for others, I would never have been able to attain supreme perfect enlightenment this quickly. Because in the presence of those earlier Buddhas, I accepted, upheld, read, and recited the sutra and preached it for others, I was able quickly to attain supreme perfect enlightenment. Gainer of great authority, at that time the four kinds of believers, the monks, nuns, laymen, and laywomen, because anger arose in their minds and they treated me with disparagement and contempt, were for 200 million kalpas never able to encounter a Buddha, to hear the law, or to see the community of monks. For 1,000 kalpas they underwent great suffering in the Avicii hell. After they had finished paying for their offenses, they once more encountered the Bodhisattva, never disparaging, who instructed them in supreme perfect enlightenment. Gainer of great authority, what do you think? The four kinds of believers who at that time constantly disparaged this Bodhisattva, could they be unknown to you? They are in this assembly now. Bhadrapala and his group, 500 Bodhisattvas, Lion Moon and her group, 500 nuns, and thinking of Buddha and this group, 500 laymen, all having reached the state where they will never regress in their search for supreme perfect enlightenment. Gainer of great authority, you should understand that this Lotus Sutra richly benefits the Bodhisattvas Mahasattva, for it can cause them to attain supreme perfect enlightenment. For this reason, after the Thus Come One has passed into extinction, the Bodhisattvas Mahasattva should at all times accept, uphold, read, recite, explain, preach, and transcribe the sutra. There's more. I'll read it to you later.
Okay, now maybe I'm too warm.
Oh, you are? I'm cold.
Oh, are you cold?
Yeah.
Oh, well,
but
if
I
you're
can
cold.
share the blanket with Luna.
Well, I still want blanket, but...
No, I mean, I'll take her blanket and just cover me up with it. I didn't mean that you and you don't get any covered, but me and Luna get all the covers. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you forgive me? Honey, I think you are Bodhisattva never discouraging. Honey,
But I
you are.
forgive you.
You're not perfect. In so many ways you were, honey, I mean it. I showed no compassion when I was suffering. When I accused you, you were loving to me, honey. I'm cold. You're cold. I said I'm cold. I meant you're cold. Do you need a pillow?
You went up into my pillow to fall. Fell asleep for a second. Oh, what you reaching for, hon?
There.
My baby cat. Oh, the robe.
Cover my sweet angel's head. You're gonna get cold. You're soaking wet.
Just my hair.
Just the part that needs to be dry.
Makes my baby comfortable. You're still cold, honey. Is that a dog? That's a dog.
Yeah.
Socks off.
How are your feet warm?
Yeah, like feet all snuggled up with socks on. Damn it. Maybe we need to scoot down a little bit.
My bed was sliding off.
I'm not sure how that's supposed to work.
My angel. I should laugh more when you lose things and drop them and stuff. Because then I do it, so. When I do it, I laugh. When you do, I get mad. It's terrible. I'm just laughing at myself, though. That.
Yeah. Where we're supposed to be. It's because it's hanging half off of the bed.
I think my name should be Bodhisattva, always discouraging the one I love most.
Insecure bear. You've been having a rough time. I'm not.
That's no excuse.
You don't need an excuse. Sometimes I say the right thing, and sometimes I really, really don't.
Why do I rely so much on what you say, though? I need to get stronger inside myself.
You will be. You are strong. You're very strong, honey. Yeah, you'll get stronger too.
Oh, I better turn off the camera so we don't run down the battery. Shit, honey, it's still going.
Wow, really? That's weird. Is that a bird? It sounds like a monkey.